everyone, welcome back. I hope you're well. If you haven't visited my channel before, my name is Jem. This is Wheels No Heels. It's dedicated to making videos all about my life with a disability, helping others feel less alone. Today, I fancied filming a video on the questions we don't mind being asked. Because over on this channel, I have done lots of videos on what not to say to people in wheelchairs, how to talk to people in wheelchairs, stupid things people have said to me about my disability, pet peeves of a wheelchair. I just thought, let's film a video on the questions we don't really mind being asked. And thank you if you helped me out with this video. I asked you the same question over on the community tab and on Instagram, and you guys came back and gave me some great ideas as well. So yeah, let's just get into it. This video is actually inspired by number one, the first thing that I personally do not mind being asked, but I feel like a lot of people are quite worried to ask me this question. And that is, excuse me, can you just move out the way? Or, oh, I'm sorry, I can't get past, could you just move back a little bit? Or, can I get by? I don't mind being asked that question. I'm quite happy to move back or forward, you know, if it's safe to do so, which 99.9% of the time it is, because I don't know about you, but I don't travel close to cliff edges that often. But people hate asking me that. I don't know if they feel awkward because they think maybe I can't move, or maybe they feel awkward around the whole situation, but I really don't mind. I've had people sort of like going a ridiculously long way round to get past me, or sort of like just jumping over me, or like putting themselves in danger so that they don't have to ask me that question. But honestly, I don't mind being asked that, so ask away. The second one that we don't mind being asked. When I say we, I'm kind of speaking for myself. Other people may feel a little bit different, but on the whole, from all the information that I gathered, quite a lot of people don't mind being asked this question, and that is, do you need any help? I think people can feel a bit awkward asking us, is it the right thing? Do they want their independence? Are you going to be offended if I ask that question? And honestly, no. I really like being asked if I need help. And if I say no on that particular task on that particular day, that's fine. But please don't feel awkward to ask me the same question, doing the same task the next day, because on the next day I might be in a lot of pain and I might need your help, whereas on another day I might be absolutely fine and I can carry on with that task fine. And I really don't mind. Quite a lot of the time, people who have disabilities, and I know myself included, if you say no, I don't need help with that, but you carry on helping regardless, or you don't ask us for help and just do it, it can sometimes feel like you're taking away our independence, and that can be quite irritating. So it's always just nice to ask and respect the answer. Again, running with that theme on can I help you with anything, opening doors. I think 90% of wheelchair users do like to have the doors opened for them. Sometimes people can be really awkward and stand in the most ridiculous place when they open the door. Thumbs up if you're with me on this one, because they kind of stand in the doorway holding it open like this, and you've got to like run over their toes to get through. But the best way is to open the door and stand inside the doorway. I know it's kind of impolite to go in first, but on this occasion it makes life easier, and you get to keep all your toes. Another thing that some people can be a bit awkward about is, can I push you? You know, if you're struggling, and some people don't like being asked this question, and I don't think some people mind being asked that question. I do feel a bit awkward around it, but I think it's nice and it just shows that someone cares. And I think probably about 90% of the time I'll say no, because there's a lot more to it if you don't know the person. So go and check out my How to Push a Manual Wheelchair, and you might find out a little bit more about it and how sort of like it's quite a personal thing that you are doing for a complete stranger. So if it is someone I don't know, 90% of the time I'll be like, no, I'm fine, thank you, as I struggle up the hill. But I don't really mind that much. Another thing that we don't really mind is being asked about our wheelchairs. A lot of the time, in fact, most of the time, people overlook that. and they just are like, what's wrong with you? Why are you in the wheelchair? What happened to you? And those kind of things. And that's a whole other video on itself, which I think I've already filmed, and there's like loads more to discuss about that. But I don't often get asked about my wheelchair. It's a part of me, and I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm quite proud of my wheelchair. It's got really cool wheels, it's made from carbon fibre, and I'm happy to talk about that, and I don't mind being asked like where it's from. Another thing I don't mind being asked is, can you do any wheelchair tricks? Well, as it so happens, not that much. I think I'm going to work on it this year and try and come up with some sort of trick. The best I can do is a wheelie. Oh, and a 360 wheelie, which is quite cool. But I can't go down like a flight of stairs, which I'm working on. But I don't mind being asked that, and I'm quite happy to show off any wheelchair skills. And the last one that we really don't mind, but I know so many people just die inside when this happens. When little children are like, what's wrong with her? Why is she in a wheelchair? What's that for? And I just see the parents just wanting the world to swallow them up, and they just want to just get away as quickly as possible. But please don't. Children are inquisitive, they don't know any better, and they're only going to learn if we talk about these things. They are the next generation that need to be educated in a really special way to allow for more inclusivity in our society. So the next time your child asks a question, please feel free to say, I don't know. Maybe, you know, I'm quite happy to sort of say, oh, I've hurt my back and my legs don't work properly. You know, lots of wheelchair users adapt their stories so that they're child friendly and so that they can understand. And also it's very important that children aren't scared of people with disabilities. I think children, and also adults sadly, are scared of people with disabilities. They feel like they can catch it, they might feel like we're dirty, or all of these kind of things, and they're scared of the unknown. But if you tell a child from a young age that it's nothing to be scared of and it's all pretty cool, then they're going to grow up feeling much more confident and happy around people with disabilities. I know that when I'm at my daughter's school and children sort of looking me up and down and they're all inquisitive, I'm always happy and open to answer any of their questions and things like that. So that was my video on questions we don't mind being asked. I am speaking mainly just for myself. These questions I don't mind being asked. People did help me with it over on the community tab. Some people don't like these questions being asked. If I have missed any questions that you don't mind being asked out, drop them into the comments box down below so that other people, when they're searching these topics or watching my videos, can look into the comments and see some other questions as well. I hope you found this video useful. Please make sure to share this video with a friend, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.